One of the most intense rivalries in college volleyball resumes tonight. The Beach and the Bows battling for Big West supremacy and a spot in the 17 NCAA tournament. Hawaii middle Guilherme Voss is among the nation's leaders in blocks, but can he and the Warriors slow down the Beach's Alex Nikolov, who posted a career-high 28 kills in the semifinals? Coming up, a Big West championship showdown. The Hawaii Rainbow Warriors and the Beach of Long Beach State. And here's how we got here. The brackets for the 2022 Outrigger Big West Men's Volleyball Championship presented by the Hawaiian Islands. Aside from Irvine's win over UC San Diego in round one, all chalk, 1 versus 2 here this evening for the Marbles. Let's take a look at the Kaiser Permanente keys to the match.
Well, for Hawaii, I think it's going to maybe make a difference. The new home bench there on the other side, now they haven't played there all year long. That might make a difference. Long Beach State, how will they handle the Hawaii Hollerers? If there's 8,000 people in the arena tonight, I think there will be. I think 7,950 of them will be hollering at the beach. What do you think?
I would imagine so. And Jakob Tella will get us started here at Simplify Arena at Stan Sheriff Center in Honolulu, Hawaii. Tip shot by Alex Nikolov goes down. And so he starts off where he left off in the semifinal round last night when he dropped a career-high 28 kills. The Hawaiian Financial FCU starting lineup scrolling at the bottom of your screen. Long Beach coming in 20-4. They finished first place in the regular season of the Big West at 8-2. Hawaii 23-5. They went 7-3 in the regular season, and Shane Holdaway deals an ace for the Beach, and what a start here for Long Beach, scoring the first 2.
I'll tell you, the first kill by Nikolov, I did not expect it to be a tip shot, I'll tell you that. I expected it to be what you call a blasty blast, and it didn't happen.
Holdaway. By the time it's passed by Chaz Galloway. The one-hand set, though, a little too low for Guilherme Voss. So Spencer Olivier sets up Nikolov, and he sends it long. No touches called. Nikolov imploring Alan Knife, his head coach, to grab the replay challenge. We have played not even 4 points. After point number 3, we have a replay challenge.
And we've already drawn the first boos of the night. Fans do not like the fact that Alan Knife used his challenge paddle so early.
Alex Nikolov, the fabulous freshman, 6'7" from Sofia, Bulgaria, averaging 4.5 kills per set, hitting .390 on the year. He has just been an absolute machine. Was adamant about a touch. He immediately turned to Alan Knight and begged that he challenge this play, but is there something obvious there in the replay? It would likely be Guilherme Voss, and maybe that left hand, if anything. C-Mac, do you see anything?
I haven't seen anything yet. I've seen it 3 times now. Oh, maybe Guilherme Voss, the left hand, you're right. I agree. See if we can see it again here, his left hand. No, that doesn't show it there, but the other angle, I thought it did.
We'll see. May have gotten actually a piece of that right hand, depending on which angle you're looking at. Tony Chan, the R2, makes the call, calls a touch. Successful challenge. And Long Beach State up 3-0 here to get things started in set number 1. You saw the officiating crew, Ray Mink, the R1 across the way, Tony Chan, who was facilitating the review challenge. Robert Stratton, Rachel Jensen, Randy Rubinall, Mark Nakashima, the 4-line judges. Holdaway with the serve. Jakob Tella goes high and away. Demetrius Muklias, and that is a good sign for Hawaii. Demi struggled, to say the least, in the 2 meetings at the Pyramid in the regular season.
He had more errors than kills that weekend. He just really struggled. Tonight, as you say, good start. You see 3.5 kills. Normally he hits, and he hits over 350, so he's hoping to have at least a 350 night tonight.
Long Beach after the block goes backside. It's Clark Godbold, and he is stuffed. Roofed by Chaz Galloway and Guilherme Voss. Hawaii, the top-ranked team when it comes to blocking in the nation.
Good timing on both those players. Guillermo Voss doing a nice job of closing that block, taking away that seam.
So 2 serving 3, and Spiros Haka sends it long. Point for Long Beach State. We welcome you once again here to Simplify Arena at Stan Sheriff Center. Kanoa Leahy sitting next to Chris McLaughlin. The fans still filing in, but they are loud. We can attest. Back row set, it's Haka. And Hawaii gets the side and the point back, and it cues the crowd to erupt.
What a play call by Teller that time. He gets the Long Beach blockers jumping all over the place. Huge hole that Spiros just drills it down.
Hawaii defeating UC Santa Barbara last night in straight sets to make it to the championship. Long Beach had to go 4 with UC Irvine, and another roof for Hawaii. They had 13 team blocks against the Gauchos in the semifinals. Cole Hoagland in the thick of things on that one.
We know that Hoagland can hang 44-inch jump.
Guillermo Voss with the float serve.
Out of system set here.
High ball goes to Godbold. Roll shot was slowed down by the block. So Tella goes backside. Muklius, his tip shot, finds the floor. And after going down 0-3 to start this set, Hawaii jumps in front.
Not a great set from Tella that time, and Muklius had to just struggle to keep the ball in play. A horrible tip shot that I think slipped out of his hand, but he got the kill nonetheless.
You saw what Muklius did last night, 15 kills at over 400 against Santa Barbara. Good dig there by Tella on the Olivier swing, but then Hawkes misses the floor. And Long Beach State gets the point, and we're tied at 5. It is electric in this building right now.
And I think fans are still filing in. And it looks like we've got 7,000 in the house already, I think.
Here's Alex Nikolov. 55 aces on the year. Hawaii able to play it back, and they get the kill. Demetrius Muklius with his 3rd put down.
He got the kill, but I'll tell you who's the hero there. Hawkes. He popped up and passed perfectly. Probably a 70-mile-an-hour serve by Nikolov.
Alex Nikolov, who had 28 kills in the semifinal round, hit .558 against UC Irvine. One of the all-time performances we have seen in Big West Conference tournament history. Here's Spencer Olivier able to tool the block, and that's a good sign for the Beach. Olivier coming off of a semifinal performance where he flatlined it in hitting percentage with 4 kills. In fact, he was pulled in favor of Nate Harlan in set number 3, but this guy has the potential to go off on any given night.
Yeah, he's a good one. And how about Mason Briggs, that last pass? He too had to pass a heater and put it up perfectly.
Middle set, that's Hoagland. Couple of moans coming from the Long Beach State faithful on that 2-hand serve reception by Brett Sheward. It results in a Hoagland kill, his first of the match. You see his season numbers. And we have a little break in the action here. I think Aiden Knight getting a little attention there from the Long Beach State training staff. May have a cut on that forearm. We take a look at the series record. This is the 96th meeting between Hawaii and Long Beach State. The Beach leading the all-time series 50-45. They won the 2 meetings at the Pyramid earlier this regular season. Hawaii, though, leads the series 25-17 in matches played in Honolulu, including the last 4 that have been played here at Simplify Arena at Stan Sheriff Center.
Well, Charlie Wade alluded to the fact that, on the first night at Long Beach, a few weeks ago, they were tied 21-all in all 4 sets. And lost 3 of the 4.
That's Shane Holdaway, 6'8" junior from Huntington Beach, California. His 4th year with the program. And when Holdaway gets a hold of it, he lights it up.
Last night, 5 kills, no errors. in 8 tries. Hit 625. He's their floor captain as well. Great leadership by Shane.
Godbold to serve. Knotted at 7 in set 1. Tella outside. Hakas dug up by Nikolov. High ball set to Olivier. Shui with the save for Hawaii. Here's Muklius from behind the line. Tried to cut it and missed the court wide. And the Beach leapfrog ahead, breaking what was the 4th tie already in this first frame.
That was a tough set that Muklius had to hit there. Sort of died inside. He didn't get a good run up on it.
8 serving 7. Shui puts the pass on the money. Outside, it goes to Hakas. And Spiros Hakas, second on the team with 3.2 kills per set, hitting .311 on the year. He went for 17 kills.
He's jumping as high and hitting as hard as I've seen him all year. It's almost like he's peaking for this tournament.
Good chase down on that second touch by Knight. And Briggs sends it over, but it goes wide of the pin. And so it's a point for Hawaii. So the third lead change as Hawaii jumps in front. Good pass there by Olivier. Knight goes D-set to Godbold through the block. The save by Holguin. Chase down Tella. Can Hawaii get it over? It doesn't matter because Olivier was waiting and he hammers it down.
Smart play by Olivier. He was there waiting, hovering for an overpass.
Spencer Olivier, all Big West Conference honorable mention, but this is a guy who was an All-American and Big West Conference first teamer last season. Tella outside. Hakas was drifting, but he's able to work it off of the Beach block. And out for another Hawaii point.
Looks like they're going to lay off Muklius in this particular rotation, especially when Long Beach State's setter, Aiden Knight, their shortest blocker, is in the front row. They're, I think, trying to pick on him a little bit.
Tella trying to put a little action on that serve. He is one of the nation's best in that department. You have 2 of the best scoring servers, in essence, in the country here on the floor, in Nikolov for the Beach and Jakob Tella. 55 aces coming in for Nikolov, 51 for Tella for Hawaii. But we are tied at 10, creeping along here in the opening frame of this championship match. Tella goes to Voss, he's blocked. Galloway the cover, Tella sends it over. So Knight looks to Nikolov, he's blocked. Good cover there by Holdaway. Nikolov a second time, blocked. The cover by Godbold. Nikolov a third time. Misses the court. No touch. And it's a point for Hawaii.
Oh man, it's not often you see Nikolov get blocked twice and then hit one out. A rare error from the young 18-year-old from Bulgaria.
I mean, you give Alex Nikolov 3 chances.
Yeah.
You're liking your chances.
Yeah.
How about that bump set by Knight? The Hawaii able to smother it near the net. Good effort by Aiden Knight just to get Nikolov an opportunity.
That was a terrific back bump set by Aiden Knight. Put it right in the money. He's really a great young setter, Aiden Knight.
Spiros Hakas.
Another out-of-system play.
Hakas had a couple of aces last night. Gets the Beach out of system, as you said, C-Mac. So Tella goes outside. Chaz Galloway is blocked. Hakas keeps it alive. Tella to Voss. His roof. Mark Moody having none of it. 6'8" redshirt senior in his 5th year with the program out of Orlando, Florida, with the stuff.
Are you feeling like this is a little bit like a heavyweight fight? They're just trading blow for blow. 2 amazing teams.
There's Voss. That one will not be blocked off of Moody and down for the point.
Both teams well coached, both teams with great athletes.
Well, there seems to be a widely accepted theory that if Hawaii loses this match, they may be one of the odd teams left out of the NCAA tournament with regard to that
travesty.
And that's what both head coaches said. Talking to Alan Knight, talking to Charlie Wade, they both said, hey, how could you leave one of these teams out?
I know.
These two teams have produced the last 3 national championships.
Oh, Kana, what a serve.
Godbold will tip it over. Diving attempt by Hawkes for naught. So after a scramble sequence for the Beach, they get the point.
Wow, what a broken play that was. Hawaii missed opportunity. And credit the Beach for keeping the ball in play and getting the point. A shot by Clark Godbold.
Godbold, 6'5" sophomore, was the Big West Conference Freshman of the Year last year. 15 kills, hit 400 last night against UC Irvine. And then the ace by Alex Nikolov. And we're tied for the 8th time. Nikolov with his 56th ace of the season. Leading the conference this year in kills, aces, overall points. This guy has been incredible. Tella goes backside. Muklias bounces it off with a Terraflex.
Now that is a different Demetrius Muklias than traveled to Long Beach a few weeks ago. Great set right there by Teller. Puts it right on the line where Muklias can draw it down the line. Block couldn't get there in time.
The crowd clapping as Muklias sends it over. 14 serving 13. Nikolov from the back row. It's dug up over the net, but out. And Nikolov gets his 3rd smash. And we're tied for the 9th time here in set 1.
Well, he just hits the ball so hard. In warm-ups, he was hitting the ball into like the 4th row of the bleachers in the end zone. Nobody hits it that hard.
So Simon Torwi now coming in to serve. 6'10" sophomore, originally born in Spain, moved to Germany as a teenager. Outside, it's Galloway rising high, off the block and out.
Now he's another one, Canova, you noticed. Had a great warm-up, didn't he?
Air Galloway cleared for takeoff. Hawaii gets to 15 first. Catch your breath. We got a battle in Manoa.
University of Hawaii Sports on Spectrum Sports. Sponsored by your Hawaii Honda dealers.
When you drive a Honda, the adventures go on and on. Follow your adventures with the thrilling performance of Honda. The brand owners are calling the most fun to drive. Hurry into a local Honda dealer where new vehicles are arriving daily.
Maybe it's better you leave it to the pros. Domino's Hawaii has your dinner plans covered. Order online today with code 1126 and get 20% off. Domino's Hawaii. We deliver aloha.
Wednesday, it's the end of the road for 4 of the best in the league, who will rise above and claim the crown. It's the OA Boys Volleyball Championships, only on OC 16, exclusively on Spectrum.
Welcome back. Let's go inside the numbers presented by Long's Drugs. The number is 12. This is crazy. That's the point differential between Hawaii and Long Beach State in 13 matches since 2017.
I want to know who went out and counted all those points.
I mean, that's how close this matchup, this rivalry has been. You see the two head coaches. In fact, the first of the 2 regular season meetings in California, a 4-set win for Long Beach. Each set was tied at 21 apiece.
Yeah, that was pretty amazing. Hawaii only managed to win 1 of those 4 sets.
Largest lead in this first frame for Long Beach was 3. Hawaii's largest lead, 2. And now we're tied yet again at 15 after Shane Holdaway just obliterates another offering.
I think Galloway should not serve Mason Briggs because Briggs put it up there right in the lap of Aiden Knight.
Yeah, Briggs, one of the best in the biz at that libero position. Godbold, meanwhile, sends it long. And there is just going to be very little room for error, you get the feeling, in this match tonight. I mean, we talked about how closely competitive those sets were in Long Beach. I mean, just the slight miscue can change the match and the entire complexion.
Those 4 passers by Long Beach State respecting Keone Tim.
And Keone Tim showing why.
Maybe they should put 5 passers. And that wasn't even Keone Tim's hardest serve. He took a little off that.
And his passion has been something that has really connected him to these fans here in Hawaii. Becoming a fan favorite around these parts. Tim with the serve into the net. So he giveth, then he taketh away, and it's a 1-point separation. Keone Tim, 6-foot sophomore from right here in Honolulu, Hawaii, out of Kalani High School, transferring back to the University of Hawaii after a couple of years at Santa Barbara Community College. And here's one of the heroes of last night's semifinal match for the Beach, Nate Harlan, 6'4" sophomore from Ladera Ranch, California. But he goes long on the serve. Was initially a serving specialist last night. Had 2 aces, but then Alan Knight left him in there to play the duration of the final set, the 4th set, and he ended up with 5 kills at 300 and had 6 digs. Some of those were of the spectacular variety. And
a great pass by Briggs.
And Holdaway pounds it down.
And Long Beach breathes a sigh of relief that Tella is now done serving after just 1.
Yeah, that's a victory unto itself. Anytime you can get through Tella for Hawaii or through Nikolov for Long Beach,
yeah, it's a moral victory.
Fashion,
yeah.
Yes. Calvin Sanborn now on to serve for the Beach. 17 serving 18. Tella goes high and away to Mukli as he's stopped. It's Knight jumping up next to Moody, saying, and we're tied again. The top 2 seeds in the tournament, 2 teams that were preseason picked to finish tied for first. That's how the voting resulted. They both got the same amount of votes. And here they are in the championship match, all square. Disarray on the Hawaii side, so opportunity here for the Beach. Here's Nikolov, fingertips slowed it down. Bump set by Sheward, goes to Hawkes, cracks it off the block. Godbold centers it. Bump set, Nikolov tight to the net, and they're gonna give the point to Hawaii. They're gonna call a lift against the Beach. I think they're gonna argue that Nikolov held the ball.
Correct.
As he was trying to engage above the tape.
And that's non-challengeable. Tony Chan is trying to explain to Alan Knight that that's the R1's call. It's subjective. Oh, yeah, and he got the antenna.
Alan Knight still arguing his case with the second referee, Tony Chan. You have Mason Briggs, the libero for the Beach, signaling to the R1 across the way. Ray Mink asking for a redo of that point. But after a bit of a delay, we're going to get back to action. Well, no, not yet. Alan Knight's going to signal for a timeout after that. Little gamesmanship going on in the championship match.
As we move toward a brighter future, HMSA is here to help you live your best life. Whether you see a doctor in person, online, or after hours, getting quality care is easy and convenient when you've got options. Choose a plan that fits your lifestyle and needs. Here at home or around the world, get the care you need. When the only constant is change, HMSA is here with you. For the good times, for the tough times, for lifetimes. Learn more at hmsa.com.
It's back!
Oh, it's back!
At Taco Bell Hawaii, the shredded Kahlua pork grilled stuffed burrito, double XL quesadilla, and nachos Bel Grande are back. Spread the word. Kahlua pork is back. Only at Taco Bell Hawaii.
Welcome back. There's an exciting new way to watch Spectrum Sports on the go. The Spectrum News app has the local sports you love and the news and weather that matter most to you. Download today on the App Store or Google Play. Hawaii out-hitting the Beach 316 to 174. They've matched the Beach in the number of service aces, 2 apiece. Hawaii also out-blocking Long Beach State 3.5 to 2. And yet, it's a 1-point separation.
How about 2 of Long Beach State's stars, superstars, I should say. Nikolov hitting 0 right now. Godbold hitting -200. Go figure.
19 serving 18 out of the timeout following what was a lift call against Nikolov, giving the point to Hawaii. Nikolov blocked back. Now it's Godbold on the D set. The block touching a lot of those Beach offerings for Hawaii. And then Galloway tools it and gets the point for the Rainbow Warriors.
Boy, smart play by Chance Galloway that time to tool the right hand of the end blocker. Aiden Knife that time.
Galloway had 7 kills at 500, 7 digs and 2 blocks last night for Hawaii against UC Santa Barbara. Served by Hawkes, though, goes into the twine. And we were watching warm-ups, and I'm not sure if it's just the adrenaline, but Chaz looked like he was going up a couple extra floors in the elevator shaft.
He did. He really looked good in warm-up.
Rich Sheward fields the knife serve. Backside said Muklias, soft the blocking out. And Muklias has 5 kills to lead all hitters. And Hawaii up a pair.
If anybody wants to avenge himself for that Long Beach weekend, it's Demetrius Muklias. He's making up for it right now, making amends.
The reigning AVCA and Big West Offensive Player of the Week, as Moody bounces it off of the floor. Muklias, who had what was a Big West season high for a single match, 31 kills against UC Irvine on the road last week. He has played some of his best volleyball, really, of his career in the last several weeks.
Spencer Olivier coming back into the lineup. Now, Aiden Knife there setting the middle. He doesn't go to the middle a lot. He really likes his 3-pin hitters, and who wouldn't? They're like all-American players. But he just seems to pick the right time and place to go to guys like Moody and Holdaway. And right now, Holdaway, 3 kills, hitting 1,000.
20 serving 21. Nikolov took something off. That was filthy. His second ace of this opening frame, and we are all square at 21, just like these 2 teams' first meeting in Long Beach.
Watch him bring the heat now. He'll bring the 75-mile-an-hour heater breaking off.
Blasts it long. I tell you what, that first serve fell off a table.
Wasn't that great?
Was nasty.
A great serve.
Alex Nikolov continuing to impress in just his freshman campaign. Didn't turn 18 until November 30th. Can you believe that? 22 serving 21, Muklias. The pass by Briggs. Backside, it's Godbold. And that was a laser beam off the palm of Clark Godbold. playing exclusively opposite here this season. Certainly got experience as both an oppo hitter and an outside hitter through his volleyball upbringing, but first season that he's been exclusively on the opposite side, and he has delivered.
Gobble now hitting at least 0.
And then he gets in on that block.
He's a huge block. I think Charlie Wade's going to call a timeout here.
Godbold and Holdaway putting up the wall against Chaz Galloway. Long Beach in front by 1.
They're breaded in spicy tempura and made with cayenne. But most importantly, they're back.
The 10-piece spicy chicken McNuggets meal is back in Hawaii for just $8.99.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
I wanna live and feel life, chase my dreams in the sky, oh, in my pursuit of happiness. Oh, 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 in my pursuit of happiness.
At Bank of Hawaii, nothing means more to us than helping you pursue your happiness. Bank of Hawaii, live your happy.
When you drive a Honda, the adventures go on and on. Follow your adventures with the thrilling performance of Honda. The brand owners are calling the most fun to drive. Hurry into a local Honda dealer where new vehicles are arriving daily. They're breaded in spicy tempura and made with cayenne. But most importantly, they're back.
The 10-piece spicy chicken McNuggets meal is back in Hawaii for just $8.99.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Welcome back. Long Beach State jumping in front in what has been a tightly contested opening set of this Big West Conference Tournament Championship. 13 ties, 4 lead changes. No team is led by more than 3. And right now it's Long Beach up 23-22 in the all-important opening set.
Alan Knight giving me some last-minute serving instructions to Mark Mooney there. My guess he's probably kind of served Chaz Galloway, is my guess.
He does. Here's Muklius from behind the line. Diving save over the net by Nikolov. Tella goes middle to Hoagland. He didn't get a hold of it. He'll take a swing on the overpass, and a net violation is committed by Shane Holdaway. Hawaii ties it up.
Not sure that that was a wise choice by Hoagland to hit that one. It's a little bit far off there. He was falling backwards.
Jumped a tad early as well.
He did.
And Galloway serves it into the net. That's the 5th service error of this first set for Hawaii. And it gives Long Beach State set point in the first. Aloha ball for set 1. Good pass that time by Galloway outside. Hawkes, OTT.
That was a big-time swing, Kanoa. That was big time. Watch how high he gets up, goes over the block. And those are a couple pretty good blockers right there. Actually, one of them was Zayden Knipe, who's one of the shorter blockers. But still, anytime you go over a Division I block, you're doing pretty good.
So deuces in the first. Hoagland caught a piece of the net. Knipe goes back row. Nikolov with a match. His 4th kill. That puts him back into positive numbers percentage-wise. All Big West Conference first team, all freshman team, was named the Big West Freshman of the Week 8 times in the regular season. Olivier into the net.
I guess that's how this night is going to go. One punch, Then another punch.
That's the 4th service error for Long Beach. And some of these errors come in at pretty inopportune times. Tied at 25, Jakob Tella to serve. Pass by Briggs. Here's Godbold. Dug up by Galloway. Tight to the net. Punched over by Knight. Voss couldn't get it down. Bump set to Nikolov. From behind the line, rolls it over. The save by Short. Hawaii on the attack. Here's Hakas. Sends it long. Was there a touch? No touch. Point for Long Beach State.
Charlie Wade goes up to Tony Chan, the R2, and says, "Didn't you see the touch, Tony?"
And Charlie's going to challenge.
I'm not sure there was a touch, but from where Charlie was standing in the Eva end zone back there, he had a pretty good look at it, and he thought there was a touch. We'll see.
A golden opportunity for Hawaii to jump in front there. And is there a touch here?
Oh yeah, a baby finger right there.
Looks like you got that pinky finger of Aiden Knight.
Yep, there's a touch.
But is that what Tony Chan is also seeing?
Yeah, he's a sharp referee. Yeah, there it is. There's the baby finger again. Gets bent back. I think there's enough evidence. Let's see it again right here. Watch Knight. Knight gets up pretty high here.
Yeah, Knight holds his own on the block at 6'3". 41 blocks on the year coming in. This is the potentially most telling.
Yeah, right there. That's the one where I think there's definitely a touch. That's pretty convincing evidence.
Not the highest grade resolution here on these replays, but that frame would lead you to believe that maybe there was a touch there. But
yeah.
That's why Tony Chan gets paid the big bucks and is given that beautiful light blue shirt.
Yeah, there you go.
To make these tough calls in tough spots. It's either a 26-25 lead for Long Beach or 26-25 Hawaii, and it will be Hawaii in front.
And Charlie Wade gets to keep his challenge.
And this crowd is drinking it in right now. And they are rising on set point.
I love it.
But Alan Knight,
do you think the crowd got the memo?
He tells them to sit down for a little bit as he signals for a timeout.
Do you think they'll get up after the timeout, Kanoa? If they do, I think you and I might get up. No, that'd be too much. That's homerism. We can't do that. But I think they got the memo. What do you think?
You've been talking about it,
and
right?
so have you.
You see it elsewhere in almost every other volleyball facility. The home fans stand not just for match point, but at the end of each set. Yeah, the Long Beach State fans who were standing up behind us when Long Beach was serving for the first set. And so, yeah, maybe we'll see that here in this championship affair. Let's send it over to Ryan Kalei-Suji.
Well, I got to tell you, it is loud here, and two fans that are cheering very loudly are the parents of course, Senator Jakob Tella. I'm going to join with father, dad, Hendrik first. Hendrik, what is it like to be here in this arena watching your son play?
Well, it's just amazing. The audience, the crowd, it's really unbelievable. I'm super excited. I have a super high pulse right now.
and Maria, for you, you guys actually in home, you watch the matches here on the broadcast. Talk to us about what it's like watching it back home.
Back home is nothing compared to here. I mean, it's so amazing to be here and see these fans and this volleyball family at Hawaii. It's unbelievable.
And one final question for you, Dad. What is it like for this community to embrace your son the way that they have, the Aloha spirit, that, they love your son? What is it like for you as a parent to see that?
It's amazing. It's like his second family, his second home. He's really playing for Hawaii today.
Thank you, the parents of Jakob Tella, cheering loudly here. Back over to you guys.
Thanks a lot, Ryan. And after the timeout, the home fans turning up the volume knob. And all but the Long Beach following on their feet. Hawaii serving for set one.
This has got to be a little intimidating, don't you think? They used to only do this on match point.
That one slowed down by the net. Briggs was falling down. It's going to be a free ball opportunity for Hawaii. Tella, middle to Voss. And he gets the touch. Point for Hawaii. And they strike first.
Give the fans some credit there.
Hawaii closes the first frame on a 3-0 run. And they take it 27-25. Are you not entertained? Championship volleyball in the Big West Conference.
Malama'aina is restoring the native forests. Reforestation is a wonderful way to give back to a place.
Learn how you can Malama Hawaii at gohawaii.com/malama.
I wanted to wake up to the sound of the ocean.
Sun and surf. That's what we were looking for.
But the moment we arrived, we found so much more. We found beauty.
We found adventure.
We found a place we'll never, ever forget.
You're watching Spectrum Sports.
Human resources. What a cold and rather inhumane term. At Altris, we prefer to think of human resources as, well, human. Humans with needs, dreams, and most importantly, potential. What Altris does best is precisely what slows most people down. Payroll and paperwork, recruiting, hiring and staffing, reporting, filing, and complying. For over 50 years, it's been a privilege to partner with local organizations and free them from the administrative tasks they'd rather not do. Because when Hawaii's workers and employers can pour their energy into what they do best, we all prosper. We are passionate about making Hawaii a better place to live and work. Altris, we put passion to work.
Friday, the University of Hawaii looks for a strong start in their 3-game series against the Cal State Fullerton Titans. Rainbow Warrior Baseball, only on Spectrum Sports.
Welcome back to Simplify Arena at Stan Sheriff Center. Hawaii takes set 1 in extras, 27-25. They are up 1-0, set 2 about to get underway. But here courtside, I'm being joined by Sean D., Chief Marketing Officer for Outrigger Resorts. Outrigger once again serving as the title sponsor. First off, are you enjoying yourself? It's pretty electric in here.
It's crazy. We have 7,000 fans in here. They got their money's worth, I think, 27-25 with the Bows.
Well, it has been a long tradition of support coming from Outrigger Resorts for University of Hawaii sports, and specifically this tournament as, once again, the title sponsor. Why is it important for Outrigger to be involved with this Big West Championship?
Well, first, mahalo to the Big West Conference for having the tournament here in Honolulu, Hawaii. It's so important for us, and Spectrum for broadcasting the event. You know, we couldn't be here last year. There was an event, no one could come. So when the Big West said, hey, could Outrigger help support the event, we said absolutely. Also a shout out to the Hawaii Tourism Authority for help making it happen, because a lot of visitors here, but also a lot of residents and all the great people of Hawaii get to watch the Bows and hopefully take us to the finals.
Well, you talked about nobody being here at the arena. There were very few people that were coming to Hawaii as well. What have you seen as far as the rebound economically and otherwise when it comes to incoming travel?
Well, you know, we're open. Hawaii's open for business, and travel restrictions were lifted a few weeks ago. You don't need a test. You can come straight in, and you don't need a passport. People ask me, do you need a passport to come to Hawaii? Absolutely not.
As we take a look at the first point of set 2, and Demetrius puts it down. Talking with Sean D., Chief Marketing Officer at Outrigger. So with the world returning at least to a bit of normal, right? Travel, besides the Hawaiian Islands, what are some of the destinations that Outrigger Resorts is most excited about?
Well, we're thrilled to be open again. We were closed for almost 2 years in places like Fiji and Mauritius, and we're open back, which is awesome. Get our hosts back to work and people traveling from all around the world. Trying to, again, bring our host culture, our local host culture, hospitality model to obviously all our visitors. And we're proud to announce we just opened a new property in the country of the Maldives. So Maldives is on the bucket list for everybody. And about 3 weeks ago, we got back into that market. So we're thrilled to expand. We're up to 34 properties around the world. And again, love to support UH when we can. So go Bows.
Yeah, Outrigger has been a strong partner of the University of Hawaii as well as the Big West Conference. And we want to say on behalf of the Big West and volleyball fans everywhere, thank you for your support. As we are seeing, this product is something fierce.
Awesome. Happy to be part of it, and our resorts will continue this for many years to come.
Sean D., Chief Marketing Officer at Outrigger. We'll let you go back and enjoy the match now.
Aloha. Thanks.
Take care, Sean.
Thanks, Chris.
So tied at 2 here in set 2. And we thank Sean D. of Outrigger for sitting with us and sharing some of those details. They have really been one of the stronger proponents for the events athletically here on this campus. And we appreciate those efforts. Here's Alex Nikolov. I know beach fans appreciate his efforts. This guy seemingly was constructed in a laboratory. You look at him, 6'7", freshman. He is already built, even though he's a guy that turned 18 November 30th, he's already built like a fully figured, fully made collegiate volleyball player. And he plays like it too. And here he is, getting an opportunity, got blocked back on the touch shot. Here he is a second time, had to go left-handed. The set placement wasn't ideal. And now a little bit of chatter between the net as Nikolov may have taken exception to the reaction by Hawaii after that block. We saw that last night in the semifinal against UC Irvine as well.
I think Demetrius, I think, had said something, or it could have been Voss.
Godbold goes off the block and out. And that's a point for Long Beach State.
The other thing about Nikolov, we were talking to Alan Knight, the kid's a 3.8 student in business, and he's probably going to go all 4 years. He's not going to be a one-and-done kind of a guy, right?
Yeah, he was encouraged by his dad, Vladimir, who's been a long-time professional in volleyball, played on the Bulgarian national team for the better part of 2 decades as Nucleus gets stuffed, and a little bit of pilikia, as they say around here. A little bit of extracurricular stuff happening after some of these sequences as Nikolov stares Dimi down through the net.
Captains have been called over, and they've been told to go back to their teams and knock off the chatter.
Hey, it's the beach and the Bows. This is one of the most intense rivalries in all of college volleyball. But just to finish up on Nikolov and his dad, Vladimir, who encouraged him to get his education. I mean, obviously, professional volleyball was already an option for this guy.
He could do it.
Attending
He could do it tomorrow if he wanted to.
Yes, he could have done it yesterday.
But his dad didn't, right?
He wanted him to pursue a higher education, and so that is what he is committed to do. Vladimir himself decided to take the professional route when he was 18, and so it's shared from generation to generation.
Yes.
Here's forearms and down for another beach point.
Godbold, after hitting negative and then 0, he now seems to be warming up. Yeah, that had Godbold heat right there.
The crowd trying to urge the home team on. Long Beach out to a .375 hitting percentage here to start set 2. Hold away on the serve into the time. Things getting a little more heated. Remember, it was just last season. Remember the regular season meeting between Long Beach State and Hawaii. No fans in here, so Hawaii was utilizing artificial crowd noise, and Alan Knight took exception to the volume spiking of that noise while Long Beach was initiating a serve as Muklias sends it long. So he complained to the official. That prompted a bit of a back and forth between Knight and Charlie Wade.
I'm not so sure. There's the volume guy, Rick Sheriff.
Tella tried to go over on two, but it was dug up over the net by Olivier. Here's Muklias, blocked and roofed. And Nikolov is fired up. And that's kind of what we saw from Nikolov last night after he took exception to UC Irvine setter Brian Garcia and some of his after-the-moment antics or words. That kind of lifted Nikolov's game a bit.
It did.
And then he ended up just going ballistic. Here he is again through the block and down, and he is rolling. Alex Nikolov forces a Hawaii timeout. Long Beach State on a 6-1 run in the second.
The Hakule is a fitting symbol of what we believe, to reach across generations and come together for the common good. At Hawaii State FCU, we support cherished local traditions that are the foundation of our community.
They're breaded in spicy tempura and made with cayenne. But most importantly, they're back.
The 10-piece spicy chicken McNuggets meal is back in Hawaii for just $8.99.
Does Medicare have to be so confusing? Call Hawaii SHIP.
We're a federal program under the Hawaii State Department of Health,
sharing unbiased information about local health plans.
Learn about Medicare Parts A, B, and C, how to save on drug costs, and much more.
Counselors walk you through Medicare options to find your best fit. And best of all, it's free.
Call or visit hawaiiship.org. Medicare peace of mind for you and your ohana.
Wednesday, it's the end of the road for four of the best in the league who will rise above and claim the crown. It's the OA Boys Volleyball Championships, only on OC 16, exclusively on Spectrum.
Hawaii State FCU is offering new members as well as current member referrals 52 chances to win. The sooner you enter, the more chances to win. Plus, qualifying new members will get $52. Contact the credit union for more info. Hawaii State Federal Credit Union, always right by you.
Welcome back. Hawaii calling the early timeout. Long Beach State on a 6-1 run. And the hitting percentages quite disparate at the moment. We'll get to that, though, in a second. Just wanted to show you the AVCA top 15 poll. This is the top 10 here, and 4 Big West Conference teams in the top 10.
That's pretty dominant. One league having almost half the top 10. That's crazy.
And then you look at 11 through 15, UC Irvine in there. CSUN was in the others receiving votes category, as Tella was able to go over on two and get a much-needed point for the home team Rainbow Warriors. Prior to that put-down, hitting percentages, Hawaii, 0s. Long Beach State, 444. Galloway on the serve. Good pass there by Nikolov. Back row set, it's Olivier. Set was a little low, though, so we had to soft touch it over. Here's Tella on the swing. The up by Shuey after the block. Galloway from the back row. Right there is Knight. So here's Briggs on the high ball bump set to Nikolov. 3 blockers waiting. Sheward the dig. Backside Muklias. And that was unloaded.
Muklias making up for a couple of errors he made just previously. This time, great set. Great swing in the crowd for Muklias' 7th kill of the night.
Some grease lightning to make it 6 serving 9. Pass over the net, and Huckus, the other half of the Greek connection for Hawaii, obliges, and it's down to a 2-point differential.
And who forced that overpass? Chaz Galloway with a great serve.
3 straight points for Hawaii. Good serve by Galloway. Briggs sets up Nikolov through the block. This guy is so hard to handle. His 7th kill. And he now retreats back to serve.
You know, he just does not make many errors. Hits the ball hard, hits it high, powers it through the block, and he serves 75-mile-an-hour heaters like that.
The crowd, you heard them. They were booing him. They were trying to get to him. Of course, that's the old adage, right? Only the great ones get booed like that, right?
Yeah.
But it may have worked on that occasion as he pumps it long.
Yeah, I got booed a lot.
Oh, yeah, me too. 8 serving 10. Nikolov.
You know, he hits on the left, he hits on the right. He hits out of the middle there, hits it back quick, or the back real quick. He basically does it all, and then he cheerleads the rest of his teammates and pats them all in the back saying, okay, guys, let's go, let's step it up.
8 kills now for Nikolov. Good battle between Nikolov and Muklias. Hakas rising up, but he sends it long, no touch. Little extra bounce that time for Spiros Hakas.
Ironic Hakas making an error. He's been hitting a higher percentage than all other Rainbow Warriors right now. He's hitting .444 up until that swing.
Hawaii has its work cut out for it here. Down 4 in set 2. Moody lofts it over. Tella goes backside. Muklias punched up in the air by Knight. Nikolov with the back bump set to Olivier. He's blocked en route. 3 Rainbow Warriors were there. Tella, Voss, and Hakas.
Pretty good back bump set by Nikolov that time. And I thought Olivier did a nice job of not hitting the ball too hard in there where it'd be a stuff block. The ball was in the air a long time, should have been covered.
9 serving 12. Knight goes backside to Godbold. 2-hand save Tella. So Schuard, the former setter, sets up Muklias with 3 blockers in front of him. And it does not matter.
How did that ball find a way to catch the back line when he's got 3 blockers in front of him? There must have been a hole there somewhere. I don't think he went over the top.
So Muklias 8 kills hitting .250 with 3 blocks. Nikolov 8 kills hitting .200 with 2 blocks and 2 aces. Beach out of system. Godbold roll shot. Sliding save Schuard. Tella highballs it outside. Hakas over a double block. Punched up in the air by Briggs. Here's Olivier through the block. And that was hard and heavy.
Great swing that time by Olivier. Broken play. He pretty much only had a step close to get to the ball and put a nice swing on it.
Yeah, last night, a bit of an anomaly for Olivier, who had some nagging injuries to start the year, but really turned it on the last half of the season. Godbold, oh, the block was late, and Godbold hit it into the pin. An unforced error by the opposite swinger.
You know, he's a guy, I think, does not take many bad swings where he makes a bad choice. That time, I think, trying to hit line there and bringing the antenna into play was not his best choice.
11 serving 13. Hakas sends it across. Perfect pass. Nikolov middle set hold away. Diving save by Shui off the net, and it'll be returned. Back row, it's Nikolov. He's blocked. The cover by Knight. So Briggs, high ball bump set. Olivier. Hakas trying to chase it down after the initial Schuard save. And it's a point for Long Beach State, and Spencer Olivier starting to find some traction here. He's got 4 kills.
But Shui popped this one up to keep it alive, into the net to keep it alive. And then Olivier going cross court, and Shui not able to handle it.
Now Olivier to serve. Tella goes outside. Galloway. He was up in some rare air that time.
Like we said before, for those of you who just joined us, we thought Chaz Galloway had the best warm-up of all the Warriors, don't you think? He was just hammering.
Yeah, he's got some bunnies That guy can get up off of the Terraplex.
Yeah. Now he's got 4 kills. Only 1 error, hitting 375.
Also has a couple of blocks. Here's Kanaya Kana on the serve. Diving pass by Briggs. Outside, it's Nikolov. Tip shot. Got swiped by the block and sent back over. So Nikolov this time rears back and rips it through the 4 hands that were offering resistance. That's 9 kills now for Nikolov.
You might stop him once in a rally, but rarely will you stop him twice in the same rally.
We asked Alan Knight earlier this week what he thought about Nikolov and how he compares to some of the other true freshmen that he has seen. And the only other name he brought up was TJ DeFalco. And
right.
Even then he said, physically, Nikolov is further along. That is a bit of a byproduct of the international players. They tend to be a little more specialized in terms of their training. So they're a little further along when they do come over to the U.S. collegiate game. But that said, he said, I don't know if there is necessarily a comparison to this guy.
He's very, very special.
Tella goes back row to Hawkes. He came swooping in. And Hawaii down 2.
Nice serve by Torrey that time. You know, at 6'10", he brings a different kind of a serve that comes at a different angle. That time he caught some cable and forced Hawaii into a bad pass.
13 serving 15. D set to Godbold. A little bit of a block avoidance swing that time, and he missed the floor. And Hawaii within 1. Long Beach led by as many as 5 here in this second frame. And Muklius with the ace. But Alan Knipe is going to challenge the in-out call. And that was a very immediate reaction by Coach Knight.
I think the ball's pretty close. We'll see. I don't think it was an obvious, like a complete foot out or something. I think it was pretty close.
So a pause in the action. And a chance for everybody to catch their collective breath here. You know, we thought that the only big-time fights that were taking place on the island were at the Bellator event at the Blaisdell.
That's right. No, it's right here. There's another Bellator right here in Manoa. And that angle looks like out. I think it's probably a better angle. Oh, that cut some white line, it looked like. Right there. Yep, right there. Looks like it's a white line catch.
The crowd now engaging in the wave. And we've got to be talking about between 7,000 and 8,000 in here. Hawaii currently on a 4-1 run, pending this decision by Tony Chan on the review. Not a ton of info necessarily to be gained from this angle. Maybe this one will tell us.
This is probably the best angle right here. Yeah, that's the best angle for sure. If Alan Knipe would get out of the way, he's got to get out of his own way.
He may have sabotaged his own challenge.
That would have been the best angle right there, I think.
You see, another big one. I mean, every call, every point here between these two teams has some heft and weight to it. Here's the verdict. Point Hawaii. Not enough evidence to overturn a failed challenge by Knight. And I think Tony Chan telling Alan Knipe,
get out of our way.
He said the best angle was from the camera that was right behind you.
That's right.
And so Alan Knipe had to let out a little bit of a smile. I'm not sure if it was sarcastic or not, but yeah, he may have gotten in his own way of a point that time.
Yeah.
Unwittingly, of course. We're tied at 15. Knight goes back row to Olivier, wrist away and in. That was a pretty swing by Spencer Olivier, the 6'6" redshirt junior from Tustin, California. And his 5th year with the program.
I think he's more than making up for his flatline performance last night, that's for sure.
There's Galloway up the elevator shaft. And he ties it up at 16.
Galloway's got 2 blockers, a bit of a split block, but he goes high hands there and hard. And that's what allowed the ball to go so far out of reach of the back row diggers.
Tied at 16 here in set 2. Hawaii took the first 27-25. Ended that set on a 3-0 run. Knight goes backside. Nikolov just blasts it off of Hawkes and out.
Well, once again showing his versatility. Going off the outside blocker's left hand there. Hitting on the right, hitting on the left.
And once again, the crowd trying to get in his ear. Popped up by Seward. Bump set Tella, 3 blockers waiting for Hawkes, and he makes it work.
I'll tell you, Nikolov did all he could to force a bad pass. And Hawaii had Hawkes having to hit a very difficult set. He's coming behind him. He just goes high and off the middle blocker's hand and out. Boy, very fortunate there.
And we're tied for the 6th time here in the second. Keone Thim in to serve. A little adrenaline rush, perhaps?
I think so. That can happen. When you hit the ball 75 miles an hour like he does on a pretty regular basis, you're going to have one of those that goes way, way out when you catch it just a little bit off.
So a freebie to Long Beach State. 8 service errors for Hawaii, 6 for the Beach. Each team with 3 service aces so far in this match.
When Thim serves it in, I'll tell you, Mike Wilton, his grandfather, takes all the credit.
I'm sure. Why not? Here's Voss behind the head, quick set. And he's able to get it down.
There was not a clean connection between Tella and Voss that time, as we see the Brazilian flag being floated.
Yeah, the international players are represented by the flags in the stands.
Voss spent 6 years in Texas, by the way, so his English is pretty perfect.
It's terrific.
As is his Portuguese.
Bump set to Olivier. Oh, and that was another smooth swing. Spencer Olivier with that whippy arm motion. And he's starting to do some serious damage. He has 6 kills. He has already outdone his output from last night's semifinal.
He continues to have most of his kills going cross court. I'll be surprised if Hawaii doesn't change their blocking pattern to have him go block him cross court.
And Nucleus caught it fat. And that's his 5th hitting error. And that gives Long Beach State the 2-point advantage. They're first to 20. Here's Voss. Didn't get it flush. And so Olivier tried to push it down the line to save by Tella. Seward sets up Hawkes. Guarding the back line was Nikolov. Quick middle, it's hold away. One hand save Galloway. Nucleus, what a swing!
That was some kind of swing. Here's the save by Galloway to keep the rally alive, and Nucleus falling back a little bit, not on balance, finds a way to find the floor.
9th kill for Nucleus. Hawkes to serve. Pass over the net. Galloway gets it down. And we're tied at 20. teams, Hawaii and Long Beach, tied at 20 in the second.
Maybe it's better you leave it to the pros. Domino's Hawaii has your dinner plans covered. Order online today with code 1126 and get 20% off. Domino's Hawaii. We deliver aloha.
The guaranteed lifetime care was one of the most important factors for our decision in coming here. We liked the idea of being in the same building together forever. Had we remained at home, we would not have been involved in as many activities.
Well, I never was interested in taking photographs up until I joined the photography club.
There was just a special warmth and friendliness and welcoming energy that made us really feel like we were at home. It's wonderful.
Aloha. For many of us, 2020 has been such a rough year. From loved ones losing their jobs or having to make adjustments in our lives that we never thought we'd make. Our strength has been tested like never before. From all of us at IBEW Local 1186, I know we stand behind you and will be there every step of the way to keep us safely connected and powered up. Take care of each other. Mahalo.
Welcome back. Let's check out tonight's Heineken head-to-head stat line. And we're looking at the top two hitters right now for both teams. Demetrius Muklias with 9 kills, hitting .222. Alex Nikolov, 10 kills, hitting .250.
It says a lot about the opponent's blocking and digging. They're at least slowing each player down just a little bit, because normally those two guys will be hitting around 350. So to drop by 100 points is doing a pretty good job defensively.
They also shared some words earlier in this match.
Oh yeah, that was head-to-head too, wasn't it?
Shared some cold stares through the net as the serve by Huckus out of the timeout goes long. That's already the 9th service error for Hawaii. Something that Charlie Wade preaches. The high efficiency from the service line, not quite panning out that way so far for the Bows.
Hawaii hitting the ball in the court only 81% of the time. Charlie likes to have them serving it 90% in on their serves.
And here's Nate Harlan. Pass by Galloway's a good one. Tella goes backside. Muklias is blocked. Layout saved by Tella. One-hand set Muklias, and a free chance here for the Beach. Knight goes outside. Nikolov off the block and into the seats. And the Beach up 2.
Charlie Wade's got 1 timeout left. Wonder when he's going to use it. I would think he would use it now. Maybe not. I guess he's not. He's going to wait till the next play, hoping his players can dig their own way out of the hole here.
22 serving 20. Here it comes from Harlan. Tickles the tape. Pass tight to the net. Tella sets Voss. He's blocked. Good save there, though, by Galloway. He resets. He springs up off the block. The cover by Schuard. Middle set. Voss had to touch it over. Played off the net by Knipe. Harlan from the back row, and Hawaii now on the attack. Here's Voss.
There was some resourceful play right there, and some great thinking, some creativity going on out there. Both teams just trying to figure out a way to get the ball to the floor, because both blocks are probably actually playing pretty well right now. Hawaii with 6 and Long Beach with 5.
Nikolov. Good up by Huckus. Galloway, this is a tough swing through the block, saved by Godbold. So Knipe highballs it to Nikolov. 3 blockers up. They send it back. But Nikolov will get another crack at it. And he hits it into the seats. About 12 rows up.
I wonder if we get a replay on that one. And Alan Knipe is gonna challenge it, saying there was a touch. I think this is his way of maybe getting a little timeout without having to take his final timeout.
I don't think I've ever seen that. That ball was still going upwards when it reached the seats.
Was that touch 'em all?
That was touch 'em all twice.
I think it was. Oh, that was well over the hands. I think it's a pretty easy call for Tony Chan to make there. We'll see.
You see something there?
No, I didn't see anything. No fingers bending back.
Nothing that is overt, at least from those angles. See if this one tells a more detailed story.
No touch.
But the ball path after that hit by Nikolov, it wound up behind the band area.
I know.
Again, about 12 rows up. Right behind the Hawaii baseline. Like, that was something pretty incredible.
Yeah. That could have been a Stan Sheriff Center record. What do you think? In the rally scoring era or in the regular point scoring era?
Do the fans get to keep the ball? No, right? They have to send it back. It's not a souvenir type of situation.
No, I think
right?
we have to send it back. I think it hit first tuba. I'm not sure, but
well,
it should be an easy call. I don't think there's any touch at all.
Usually it's the courtside seats where you have to keep your head on a swivel.
Right.
But apparently you can be 12 or 13 rows up and you still got to be paying attention. Here we go. The verdict from Tony Chan.
That made 8,000 fans happy. Oh no, 7,950 fans happy. There you go, Kador. Check it out. See how far it goes.
Look at that.
Was it still rising there?
Yeah, I think it was still going up. Testing the limits.
We're seeing everything
Arena.
We're seeing everything here tonight.
Long Beach State 1 for 3 on challenges, by the way. So 1 remaining. They'll get an extra one if this goes to a 5th. 22 all in the second. Knife's gonna go D-set to Godbold, dug up by Tella. Huckus on the chase down, and a free ball coming over the net. Big opportunity for the Beach. Knife outside, Nikolov just destroys it. That was violent.
I think that time, I'm not sure that Hoagland should have stayed in the middle. He's got to get out there and help his end blockers and hope that his back row diggers don't get hurt. They get two blockers up on Nikolov every time.
Galloway on the pass. How about the back quick to Hoagland? Not too many setters can do what Jakob Tella just did.
Yeah, that was pretty amazing. There isn't many ballet-type moves tonight, but I think that might have been his first one.
And we're tied for the 9th time in set 2. Top-level collegiate volleyball right here in Honolulu, Hawaii. For the Big West Championship. The pass by Harlan. Outside Nikolov over the double block and down. He's got 13 kills, and he is firing.
How could either of these teams be left home from the national championships next week? That's my question.
I was just thinking that. You mean to tell me that you're going to tell one of these teams, regardless of the result, to not go to UCLA? How about the scramble there by Long Beach State on set point in the second? Galloway dug up by Briggs.
Great dig by Briggs.
So Harlan highballs it to Nikolov. Touch shot, diving save. Muklius and then Tella on 2.
Of all the times to bring out his Norse god left hand, he couldn't have picked a better time to do it. Nice pickup there by Muklius to keep the rally alive, and then Tella, as only he can do. He can take over a game as well, but I'll tell you, Nikolov, nobody is like that guy. He's phenomenal.
And it is deuces wild here. 24-24 in set 2. Alan Knight signaling for a timeout. We'll be back.
The hakule is a fitting symbol of what we believe.
to reach across generations and come together for the common good. At Hawaii State FCU, we support cherished local traditions that are the foundation of our community.
Maybe it's better you leave it to the pros. Domino's Hawaii has your dinner plans covered. Order online today with code 1126 and get 20% off. Domino's Hawaii. We deliver aloha.
Looking like I'm the next big thing. I'm about to cause a scene. Everyone wanna be like me. I'm feeling super duper. Looking like I'm the next big thing. I'm about to cause a scene. Everyone wanna be like me. Yeah, welcome to the future.
It's your journey. Own it in the Hyundai Santa Fe. The 2022 Santa Fe comes with complimentary maintenance and America's best warranty. See your Hawaii Hyundai dealer.
Hawaii State FCU is offering new members as well as current member referrals 52 chances to win. The sooner you enter, the more chances to win. Plus, qualifying new members will get $52. Contact the credit union for more info. Hawaii State Federal Credit Union, always right by you.
Welcome back. Alan Knipe was getting after it in the Long Beach State huddle. About as much emotion as you will see from him, I think, in a key situation in set 2, 24-all, imploring his team to do what it takes here to try to even this match up. Alex Nikolov, 13 kills to lead all swingers, the only hitter in double figures at the moment. He's hitting .258. But we're tied at 24. We went to deuces in the first. Of course, we're going to go to deuces in the second.
Yeah.
Chaz Galloway to serve. Off the net. Diving past Nikolov. Outside. Godbold through the block. Saved by Galloway. Tella high and away. Hawkes touches it over the block. The save by Knipe. So Briggs. Bump set. Nikolov. 3 blockers up. And he goes off. 6 hands and out for a Long Beach point, and it is Alex Nikolov serving for set 2.
That he can just carry a team on his shoulders, those big, broad Bulgarian shoulders, and he is putting on a show.
One team's hero is the other team's villain, and that is what Alex Nikolov is becoming right now. And it's going to be a foot foul against Nikolov. Point for Hawaii.
And Galloway popped it up pretty good.
We saw him do that last night as well.
So he is human.
At least partly. 25-all. Hoagland down the line and in. It's an ace. Oh, it will be overturned. The line judge called it in. Overturned by Ray Mink. The R1. He decided to make the call, and he called it wide. And so the point to Long Beach State, what would have been 26-25 Hawaii, it is 26 serving 25 for set 2 Long Beach State.
Charlie Wade's going to challenge it. Here we go. This is good. This match is having so many interesting nuances, from chirping at the net to superhuman efforts. That one hard to tell because the linesman is in the way. That's hard to tell.
Linesman right there.
The linesman can't get any closer, so you'd think they would be making an accurate call. But clearly Mink has a different view from the referee stand.
You know, and this is a bit of tough luck for Long Beach because some of these angles that would tell a pretty good story are being blocked. Remember, it was Alan Knipe who was blocking one of the other challenges.
Yep.
And then that time the line judge in the way of a would-be in-out image.
That one may be the best look right there. It looks like that one is...
It's just hard to...
On the line, it looks like.
It's hard to overturn the call that was out on the floor if you just don't have a clear enough view.
Right.
You'd imagine that this is going to stand. And it will. Cole Holmquist letting his opinions be known.
He's the one who served it. He had a pretty good look at it as well.
So Aloha ball in the second, and the Long Beach fans standing on set point. Tella goes outside. Hawkes off the block, punched up in the air by Moody. Here's Olivier going to try to time it. Goes through the block, played off the net by Tella. Bump set Stewart to Muklius, off the block and out, and we're tied again. Are you for real?
You know, I've called a lot of volleyball the last, I think, 38 years, the last time I called one. And I have never seen anything like this. Two teams this evenly matched.
I mean, this is the best drama on television. Hawaii and Long Beach State. Tella on the serve. Great pass, Olivier. He gets the set on the outside, and he is roofed.
And now, do you think they'll all stand again? I think they are.
This is Hawaii's first lead of set two since they were up 1-0.
Wow.
Hawaii serving for the second frame.
Nikolov in the back row, but he's asking for the set.
Aloha ball in the second. And it's shanked by Olivier. Great save by Godbold just to extend the sequence. Tella, backside, Muklius. Hawaii ended the first set on a 3-0 run. They end set two on a 3-0 run. And on Championship Saturday in the Big West Conference, the home team Rainbow Warriors will have an opportunity to crack open the broom closet.
University of Hawaii Sports on Spectrum Sports. Sponsored by Bank of Hawaii.
I wanna live and feel life, chase my dreams in the sky, oh, in my pursuit of happiness. Oh, in my pursuit of happiness.
At Bank of Hawaii, nothing means more to us than helping you pursue your happiness. Bank of Hawaii, live your happy.
You're watching Spectrum Sports.
Life is finally starting to come back to normal, but normal looks different than it used to. Now, we know masks aren't just for Halloween. They make sense when you're in a crowd, on a plane, around people you don't know. Now we actually stay home when we feel sick. And we've seen how getting vaccinated, and definitely boosted too, protects not just ourselves, but everyone. It's still our best shot. Learn more at ourbestshothawaii.org.
Aloha. For many of us, 2020 has been such a rough year. From loved ones losing their jobs or having to make adjustments in our lives that we never thought we'd make. Our strength has been tested like never before. From all of us at IBEW Local 1186, I know we stand behind you and will be there every step of the way to keep us safely connected and powered up. Take care of each other. Mahalo.
Monday, with the state tournament approaching, two of the best in the state are ready for battle, and the pressure is on. It's the ILH Tournament Final, only on OC 16, exclusively on Spectrum.
Well, it's absolutely electric here at the University of Hawaii, host site of the 2022 Big West Men's Volleyball Championships presented by Outrigger and the Hawaiian Islands. Hawaii up 2-0. 27-25, 28-26 so far. Looking for the sweep third set coming up.
In the Coast Guard, your career is in your hands. Become a chef, a highly skilled mechanic, operate boats, pilot planes, learn to lead. In the Coast Guard, you're a part of the bigger picture. Help others, protect our ports, secure our waters, defend our homes. Expand your options in the Coast Guard.
You're watching Spectrum Sports, the home of University of Hawaii sports.
Still not downloading. Are we ever gonna play?
Yeah, do you get your internet through a fax?
Nope, phone company internet. Is this what it does? Oh, because then I hate it.
Me too, but it's all I could get in my place with a phone company. Guys, focus. You know your assignments, right?
Nope.
You're bringing up the rear, and you're on the roof.
I told you I don't like the roof. I want to do the rear.
I do the rear.
Let's switch.
I'm afraid of heights.
Guys, it doesn't matter. This thing is taking forever.
You better be in that roof.
Slow download speeds are evil.
You know what? I think it's going backwards.
Spectrum download speeds are 20 times faster than the phone companies.
Hey, you guys, remember we're in charge of Gina's wedding. Catering? Yeah. Hey, Auntie's last party, they used Marion's Catering.
Got it, Marion's Catering.
Holidays, parties, graduations, and weddings. International, Japanese, and Hawaiian. With plenty poo-poos.
Wow, they got plenty choices. Big menu.
Order their Japanese sweet and sour spare ribs. So ono. Online shopping.
Love it.
We cater good food. We cater to you. Marion's Catering. Call or go online today.
Welcome back. Here are the Pizza Hut match statistics delivered hot and fresh. Hawaii up 2-0, but both sets going into extra points as these two teams continue to prove to be so closely matched, C-Mac.
They really are, Kanoa. And you look at the stats, Hawaii committing only 9 hitting errors, Long Beach 11. Hawaii hitting 333 to Long Beach's 247. Long Beach normally hits around 350, by the way, so expect that number to go up for them. Blocking Hawaii, 7 blocks to 5. That's about what it should be. They're like the number 1, number 2 teams in the league. And Diggs about even, ace of the errors about even. And what's really surprising, though, is that Hawaii has somehow withstood the onslaught of Alex Nikolov. He's just phenomenal. I thought he was going to take over the game and it was going to be a runaway. And sure enough, Long Beach led the entire game. Hawaii only led, I think, once. Is that correct?
They were up 1-0
that's right.
until the very end.
Right.
And trailed by as many as 5 in set 2. I mean, this is just one of those matches. The difference is infinitesimal.
Yeah.
As Tella serves it into the net to start set number 3.
Tella doesn't miss many serves. That's for sure. That's his second service error of the night.
And Nikolov to serve, took something off, diving past Galloway. And then Hakas through the block. How about the effort of Chaz Galloway to reach that Nikolov serve?
Well, that would have been Nikolov's 3rd ace of the night. Doing it, you know, with his little off speeder that's so effective.
Nikolov with 14 kills to lead everybody. Demetrius Muklias, though, with 11 kills for Hawaii. And here's Nate Harlan getting the start here in set 3. And he lights it aflame on his first swing. The 6'4" sophomore from Ladera Ranch, California. You know, his dad, Sean, was a member of the Chicago Bulls in the 1996 season. He played along with Michael Jordan. He got a championship ring, also played professionally overseas. And then when the NBA Summer League used to be held at the Pyramid in Long Beach before it moved to Vegas, he got a chance to play alongside very young Kobe Bryant with the Lakers. as Hawkes just crushes that set. But yeah, Nate Harlan, that's a pretty cool background story.
Yeah, it is a great story. And how about, you know, he's taking the place of Spencer Olivier, but Olivier's got 6 kills, only 2 errors, hitting .255. So I'm a little bit surprised that he's coming out. But you know what? Alan Knight said that Harlan likes a little bit faster set. Maybe a faster offense will help here.
Here's Godbold from the opposite side. Goes right down the seam. And Long Beach State gets the point. 3 serving 2. If there is an adjustment for Long Beach to make, what would you suspect that is?
I think the only adjustment would be getting Harlan in, maybe run a little bit faster offense. But you know, there's really not much adjusting to do, you know, when the teams are that close. Only 4 points separated them in the first 2 sets. Hey, if it ain't broke, why fix it?
Three serving 3, and it's Muklias. Into the net. That's the 12th service error for Hawaii. So you pointed out the fact that Hawaii up 2-0 despite Alex Nikolov hitting .281, which is below his hitting percentage for the season, but he has 14 kills, and he has in stretches just been hard to handle. Also, Hawaii overcoming the 12 service errors here in this match so far. Galloway up the ladder. The block slowed it down, though. Back row, it's Harlan. Wrist away. Nate Harlan putting in some good work here during this tournament for Long Beach.
Little pipe set there, wrist away. Sees the block, blocking him cross court. And so he just goes a little wrist away to the corner, area 5.
Here's Galloway, and he pumps it long, no touch. And so the advantage here in the early stage of set number 3 belongs to Long Beach State. This is about what the score was, I believe, in set 2.
Yeah, I think it's set 3. First set, I think there was a 6-3 as well. Didn't Long Beach get off to a good start in the first set as well?
Harlan, that one is sent long.
I'll tell you, Long Beach has got to be a little bit frustrated in the fact that, you know, they have led, especially the second set, they led 95% of the time, right? 98% of the time, and do not win. Charlie Wade, I think, feeling a little lucky. They kind of stole one there in the second.
Outside, here's Nikolov. 2 blockers up, and it didn't matter. He gets his 15th kill. Remember, this is the follow-up to his career-high 28 kill performance in the semis last night, where he hit a fat 558.
This goes over the top whenever he feels like it.
7 serving 4, hold away the serve. It's a good one. Good pass, though, by Galloway. Backside, Muklias. And that battle between Muklias and Nikolov, there's always that extra nanosecond stare through the net whenever either player makes a play.
I'm just happy for Muklias that he's having a better night tonight than he did against Long Beach a few weeks ago. Those were nightmarish.
Yeah, hit negative .087 the first night against the Beach. As Simon Torwey getting some run in the front row. Demolishes that one. It was an all-Frosh Big West Conference team selection last year. In and out of the lineup, though, over the course of this season. And then the block is up. And they stuff Demetrius Muklias. It's Nikolov next to Torwey, and that is a pretty prominent block pairing. Nikolov at 6'7", Torwey at 6'10". And that was all Alex. Tella goes outside. Here's Hawkes off the block and out.
Spiros Hawkes having a steady night on the outside. 8 kills to He's got 9 kills now, hitting over 300.
He actually has 12 kills. He's matching Muklias. Outside, here's Godbold, blocked and roofed. Voss and Muklias. Guilherme Voss. 3rd in the nation in blocks coming in, averaging 1.35 per set. Had 7 blocks last night against UC Santa Barbara. Seven serving 9. Tella gets the beach out of system, but here's Nikolov. Tip shot, diving save Tella. So Schuard back set to Hakas. 3 blockers up, diving save Briggs. What an effort! And then Briggs sends it over. Outside, Hakas got the touch.
Great save by Shuey there in the middle of that rally. He had to dive to give his team that free ball. Boy, not really as well organized, I think, as they could be on those free ball plays.
You know, interesting. Some great efforts there by Mason Briggs, but you look at the stats, and both setters are leading each team in digs. You have Jakob Tella with 8, and you have Aiden Knipe with 7 on the side of the beach. 8 serving 9, Tella. Perfect pass by Briggs. Back row, Harlan dug up over the net by Galloway. Beach on the attack, here's Godbold, and he finds that deep corner. And Long Beach State up 2. Hawaii has been awfully good on this floor, CMAC. 17-0 at home this year, and 20-1 when winning the first set, which is what they did here tonight. Those are just some of the trends, for what they're worth, that Long Beach State has to overcome. Tella goes to Voss, and he lays the smackdown.
What a pass by Hakas that time. Nikolov put up a great serve, and somehow or another, Hakas put up a good pass. Amazing.
Nine serving 10. Hakas brings it across. Another solid pass by Briggs. Torwey didn't get all of it. Shuey slides in on his knees with the save. Here's Galloway. Dug up along the back line by Nikolov. Outside, it is Harlan. 2-hand save by Schuard. Back bump set Tella to Muklias. And he misses that deep corner. Tried to curl it in, but it didn't quite sink into the target. Just the scrambling that is taking place on either side has been breathtaking.
Yeah, Hawaii playing out of kilter that whole rally.
And Torwey will serve. Beach attacking Galloway in serve receive. Hakas got blocked, but a good up by Schuard. Galloway the swing. Right there on the dig is Torwey. So the set goes to Harlan. 2 blockers up, and he tried to go wrist away, but the thin slice went wide of the court. Some words of instructions for Nate Harlan from head coach Alan Knipe.
Knipe, an NC2A championship champion himself back in 1991. Won the national championship as a middle blocker.
That one as a player with Long Beach State, and then one in 2018 and 2019 as the head coach. Here's Holdaway. One-hand save, Kanaiakana. Tella to Galloway. That was a tough approach, and Galloway pulverized it.
How about Kanaiakana? He's got all those volleyball genes working with him, you know. Mom, Kristen, a great player, La Pietra. Mom, Wendy. Grandmother, Wendy. A great player on the beach and indoors, and of course grandfather Tony.
Yep.
Coach of the 1984 Olympic team.
How about his cousins Taylor and Trevor Crabb?
Yeah, they can play some volleyball too.
They've done some stuff in the game. Oh, the tip by Nikolov fell short, and Hawaii jumps in front. First lead of set 3 for the Rainbow Warriors.
A rare error from Alex.
That's his 6th hitting error. That drops his percentage to .257. He still leads everybody with 15 kills. But you look at the other hitters' production. Bart Godbold with 6 kills. Long Beach might need a boost from somebody other than Alex Nikolov here to get back into this thing.
I would agree. They're going to have to be firing on all cylinders. They can't just rely on the one cylinder of Nikolov.
12 serving 11. Akana, good serve. Bump set Knight. Oh, Long Beach has to send a free ball over. Tella with options. Backside. Muklis. And that's 4 straight points for the Warriors.
What a run Hawaii's had, being down 6-3 and now up 13-11, forcing a Long Beach State timeout.
This crowd is loving it. Hawaii by a pair.
The new season just dropped. Enter the Big Dinner Box from Pizza Hut. 2 pizzas, breadsticks, and wings all in one box. You'll run out of episodes before you run out of food. The Big Dinner Box, only from Pizza Hut. No one outpizzas the Hut.
You don't got this much in your head.
And maybe you move back.
Some people just go there immediately.
At Kaiser Permanente, your entire care team is connected. So even a routine appointment can save your life.
I am so glad you did this mammogram so we can detect it early.
Everything looks great with your eyes, and I see you're due for a mammogram. Should we schedule it? Oh yeah, that'd be great.
A leader in the prevention, early detection, and treatment of cancer.
You know, I enjoy a good laugh, but our kupuna being swindled is no joke.
Scammers target seniors daily.
There's Medicare fraud, stealing identities, and life savings. That's where SMP Hawaii comes in, a free helpline with trained local counselors.
Know the facts? Call them back.
If you're feeling pressured, call SMP Hawaii and get the truth.
Join the fight.
SMP Hawaii needs volunteers. Receive training, stay informed, and keep Hawaii safe.
Call or visit our site to learn more.
The new season just dropped. Enter the Big Dinner Box from Pizza Hut. 2 pizzas, breadsticks, and wings all in one box. You'll run out of episodes before you run out of food. The Big Dinner Box, only from Pizza Hut. No one outpizzas the Hut.
Time now for the Hawaii Honda dealers highlight reel. And we're looking at Demetrius Muklias. 13 kills, hitting .231. And he has come up big in some very important spots, C-Mac.
He really has. You know, he's been avenging himself all night long for that bad weekend he had a few weekends ago at Long Beach State. And he is happily making the Hawaii fans happy.
Yeah, Charlie Wade did not mix words. He said, we got nothing from the opposite position in those 2 matches in Long Beach. That has not been the case here this evening. Now, it should also be stated, Spiros Hakas has 13 kills as well. He's hitting .440.
Is it the Greek connection going on tonight?
In full effect. Out of the timeout, Middlesex goes to hold away. Didn't get all of it, so Hawaii on the attack. Muklias down the line. Too hot to handle even for Mason Briggs. And Hawaii up 3. They have scored 5 in a row.
And credit Kanaya Kana for keeping that serve in play, and he's serving it tough. And you know what? He's doing it while you know who is in the back row, Nikolov.
Another good serve, but a good pass by Briggs. Back row Nikolov through the block. Tella with the touch. Tella has to free ball it over. Briggs chases it down. Back row Nikolov again. Just overwhelming with his 16th put down.
He continues to give the fans their money's worth with shots like that.
A 3-time national champion in Bulgaria with his Sofia club. Member of the U19, U18, and U17 Bulgarian national team as Godbold sends it long.
Well, I think he could play with their national team very, very soon. I'd be surprised if there's not too many players ahead of him on their national team.
15 serving 12. Muklias to serve. It's a good one. How about the pass by Nikolov? Outside, Harlan through the double block and down. That's the third put down for Nate Harlan. You know, came into this match with just 14 total kills on the season.
I asked Alan Knipe about him. I said, Alan, where's this guy been? He said, well, there just haven't been that many opportunities to get him in, but in the practice gym every week, every day, he plays really, really well.
And a good serve. Tella has to push it over on 2. So Briggs bumps it. Nikolov, 3 blockers up, and he pumps it long. No touch is called. Point for Hawaii. Alan Knipe has 1 challenge left. Is he going to use it here? It doesn't appear as though he will. And so Hawaii will go up 3, 16 serving 13 with Galloway due up to serve. 7th hitting error for Nikolov. He only had 4 on 43 attempts last night. Hold away. The block slowed it down. Hakas has to roll it over. Diving save, Briggs over the net, and Hoagland dumps it down.
What a nice controlled tap down by Cole Hoagland. Goes up and does not follow through with his arm there. Would have gotten cable if he did. He just tapped it down. Very smart play.
Largest lead of set 3 for the home team. Hoagland with 4 kills. The lead is 4. And I think we're going to have a challenge here from Alan Knipe.
Alan Knipe's got 1 timeout left. And I'm surprised he didn't use that. I guess he wants to use this challenge as a timeout, but if this challenge isn't successful, he'll be out of challenges the rest of the night until he gets to game 5. Set 5.
Which is certainly what he's rooting for. And at this point, it's a 4-point differential. You almost are forced to pull out all the stops. But what is the challenge? We're still sort of waiting for official word.
I think he was hoping that Hoagland interfered or followed through into the cable, but not even close. This is an easy call, I think, for Tony Chan. It won't be reversed.
Yeah, quickly off with the headset. The challenge was for a net violation. Didn't appear to be very close. But like you said, Alan Knipe also using that as a veritable timeout. So Hawaii now on an 8-2 run. They are up by 4.
And no more challenges. That could prove to be crucial, I would think, with how close this match is.
Galloway with the serve. 2-hand pass, Harlan. From his knees, Knipe sets up Nikolov, and he delivers. 17 kills for the machine, the Terminator that is Alex Nikolov.
Well, he's gotten 39 sets so far. I would expect to see him get, maybe 39 more if necessary. What do you think?
That's definitely possible. I think what makes this a more sort of sensitive subject for Hawaii fans when they see this guy in a Long Beach State uniform is he is from the same hometown as one of the greats in Hawaii volleyball history, Rado Parapunov, the National Player of the Year a year ago when Hawaii claimed its national championship. Sofia, Bulgaria. Oh boy, scramble play for Hawaii. Opportunity knocking for the beach. Middle set, Moody bounces it off of the Terraflex.
Hoagland left early out of the middle that time, did not commit. Decided he wanted to go out and block Nikolov. That ball never made it out there. Nice kill by Moody. Great set choice by Aiden Knipe.
So Calvin Sanborn spent 2 years at Orange Coast College before matriculating to Long Beach State. Back to serve. 15 serving 17. Pass by Stewart is a pretty one. Outside, Hakas rises up.
They did a little bit of a switch block there and moved Aiden Knipe into the middle and put Moody on the outside. Looks like, oh no, Moody's still in the middle. Sometimes they'll do that. They'll switch their middle blocker out and put it to post a bigger blocker on the outside.
Here's Jack Walmer. How about the redshirt Frosch from Manhattan Beach, California, coming in to serve in a big spot. 18 serving 15. Briggs pops it straight up in the air. Middle set goes to Moody. Voss got a chunk. Teller with the save. So Walmer, the backup setter, goes to Muklius, and he gets the touch.
That was some crucial play. Great serve by Walmer to kick things off, and then he got the assist there at the end, and the crowd goes crazy.
Timeout, Long Beach. Hawaii closing in.
Oh, there he is. Look at you, Mr. College Man.
Oh, I was just East Coast Hammer.
Oh, what happened to your mom? What? Hey guys, we ready to order?
Loco Moco, over easy, extra gravy.
Same.
Same.
Tickets can now be redeemed for breakfast and a drink, or even cornbread goes perfect with chili. Zippy's makes it easier to raise more money with more choices.
Power isn't born, it's built over time. For over 65 years, Hercules Tires has been providing the muscle to move more drivers. Whatever the vehicle, whatever the terrain. And we back it with a powerful protection plan. So wherever the road or the trail takes you, we have the selection, value, and strength to get you there. Hercules Tires. Ride on our strength.
Welcome back, Spiros Hakas, second on the team in kills, coming into this match with 14, hitting .444, C-Mac.
What a night he's having. To win the block, going over the block, hitting high hands. He's got it all going on.
So with everything that Muklius is doing for Hawaii, that Nikolov is showing on the beach side of the net, Spiros Hakas has been just fantastic.
Yeah, it really has. Long way to get to 25. 6 points is a long way to go.
And no timeouts or challenges remaining for Long Beach State. Overpass, one hand set to Nikolov, and he crushes it. Good job by Aiden Knipe, the son of head coach Alan Knipe, putting up a one-handed nectar there for Nikolov.
Yeah, he really did. It was a difficult, this right on the net. Aiden did a nice job of keeping it in play, and of course, he gave nectar, but he really didn't need to give much. You know, just get anything to Nikolov, and he's happy.
Yeah, just get it into the orbit. And that ended up being a joust above the net. Tella and Nikolov won the battle. And then he turns to his teammates and with his palms pointed upwards as if to say, meh. Tella behind the head, set to Voss. Puts it down right in front of Briggs. Hawaii gets to 21st.
Like I said, long way to 25, but what a set by Tella. Nikolov just missed adjusting on him to the outside. Hawaii sighting out at 73% rate. That's extremely high. Out of system.
High ball set to Nikolov, three blockers up. Shuey got hands on it. Galloway chases it down out of the tunnel. And a free ball coming over the net for the beach. Knipe goes backside. Nikolov off the block. Galloway can't chase it down. Alex Nikolov with his 19th kill. And he now retreats back to serve with the beach within two.
Long Beach with no timeouts left. and they have no challenges left. Hawaii's got both their timeouts left. Nice pass by Shuey.
Voss, an excuse-me swing that finds the floor.
A little bit of paint brush on it, had some backspin, but he'll take the kill no matter what. And Voss with now his 6th kill in 15 tries, hitting .333, a little below his normal average.
21 serving 18. And Hawkes caught it fat. You see the reaction.
Again, Hawaii serving in only 83% of the time. Charlie Wade really likes his teams to be at 90, but you know, under these conditions, with this pressure, they've got to serve a lot tougher to earn points. So it's understandable they'd be serving at 83%.
Torwey to serve, 19 serving 21. Tella has to chase down the set. Back set to Muklius. He tried to take the line, but he missed it wide and wasted what was a beauty out of the palms of Jakob Tella. Timeout Hawaii as Charlie Wade's going to talk things over. The Beach have crept back within a point. By all accounts, Hawaii needs to win tonight to assure itself a spot in the NCAA tournament to defend its title. If Long Beach wins, the adopted theory, at least most widespread, is that Hawaii might be a team left out. Let's send it over to Ryan Kalei-Suji.
And we're here in the stands, and someone who's cheering loudly for the home team is Joe Worsley back here in the Islands. Joe, how's it going? What is it like being back here in the arena?
It's so awesome. This is the best place in the world to play volleyball. I mean, you can't beat this. This is unreal. It's so nice to be back.
Tell people what you're doing right now and the familiar faces that you'll be playing with.
Yeah, I'm going to be playing overseas in Germany again with a couple UH boys. Can't announce who yet, but it's, yeah, like you said, familiar faces, so super excited. Yeah.
You know, one of the things I want to ask you, you were teammates with Jakob Tella. He was sort of your backup. What is it like to see the evolution of him? People are saying that he could be a national player of the year. Talk about his evolution and what you're seeing.
The physicality that he brings is unbelievable. He's controlling the team. Just his composure is super awesome. I'm super happy for him. And I think he will be the player of the year, in my opinion, after watching tonight, to be honest.
And quick other question, you guys are going to be coming back to the islands this summer. Talk about that.
We have a business July 16th and 17th, a 4-man grass tournament. Mike Kama, Gage Worsley, my brother and I, going to be hosting an event there. So we're super excited. Come out. It's going to be in Kailua. Savon Leone, too, is a part of that. So super stoked. Come out. If you're from the mainland, fly out. It's going to be sick. We're looking forward to it.
Joe, great seeing you. Take care. Back over to you guys.
Thanks a lot, Ryan. Great to see Joe Worsley back in the house. What a career he had in this program.
He also doesn't use sunscreen, does he? He and Scott Robbs have something in common.
And James Anastasiadis, apparently. Maybe they were over at the water polo championship.
Could be.
Congrats, by the way, to UC Irvine for claiming that title. Just right across the parking lot here on the lower campus of the University of Hawaii where that championship took place. 20 serving 21 out of the timeout. Tella goes backside. Here's Muklius. Cross court and in.
Well, Muklius has been going line. He's been getting blocked or missing the line. This time he decides to go cross court. It's open. It's there. And even Aiden Knipe, currently Long Beach's top digger, he couldn't pick it up.
22 serving 20 in the third. Hawaii up 2-0. Backside, Godbold blocked. What a cover by Briggs. Here's Spencer Olivier back in there. And he comes through in a huge spot for Long Beach State.
Give that point to Mason Briggs, though. Man, he put up a tremendous cover off the Hawaii block. That was amazing. Right there, kept it alive, kept Long Beach in the rally, and ultimately Olivier gets the point.
So 21 serving 22. These last few points, always the toughest. Hawaii 3 points away from a conference crown. Godbold the serve, tickles the tape. Tella goes middle to Hoagland.
Hoagland's number hasn't been called in a while. I think it caught Long Beach off guard.
And that a bomb off the palm of Cole Hoagland. 23 serving 21. Muklia's taking something off, diving past Nikolov. Olivier on the outside. And Spencer Olivier, who's been on the bench for a good portion of this third set, coming through with a couple of top-notch swings, now gives way once again to Nate Harlan, who comes in to serve.
Quality swings by Olivier there. Really good swings. But he gives way to a guy who was the serving hero last night for Long Beach State.
Deceptively tough serve, handled by Hawkes. Tella surveys, goes back row to Hawkes, and he finds the floor. And they will rise at Simplify Arena at Stan Sheriff Center.
Guess where this next set is going to go? Number 23 is front left. And the guy who's wearing 23 is Nikolov.
Aloha ball for a championship. And a net serve by Galloway.
Galloway did not get a good toss there. Had to run to chase after it. And now Hawaii, who sides out at 73%, got to hope that this is one of those 7 out of 10 times that they score a point on a side out.
They remain standing. It remains match point. Aloha ball once again for the title. Hold away the serve. Tella with options, goes outside, Hawkes, and that's it! Hawaii wins it! Sunday will be drama-free for the Rainbow Warriors as they earn a ticket to defend their national championship. Once again, the big dogs of the Big West taking down Long Beach State. Ekahi, Elua, Aloha.
If you'd asked me before the match how it was going to go, I'd say, well, I'll tell you what, neither team is going to sweep the other. But guess what? A sweep happened here tonight. But you know what? It could have easily gone 5 sets. It could have gone 3-0 the other way. These two teams are that evenly matched.
Bank of Hawaii presents the players of the match. For Long Beach State, Alex Nikolov, 19 kills, hitting .286, 4 blocks, 5 digs, 2 aces. Dimitrios Muklias, 16 kills, .267, 5 blocks, 2 digs, and an ace. Hawaii takes it 27-25, 28-26, and 25-23. And you mean to tell me that both of these teams, regardless of what the result was going to be tonight, do not deserve to be in LA for the national championship tournament?
Yeah, I tell you, it'd be a real travesty if both these teams weren't at Pollard Pavilion next week, because these two teams, with all due respect to everybody else, they are making a case for being the two best teams in America, or 2 of the 3 or 4 best teams in America, easily by the display they put on tonight. I hope the East Coast stayed up late enough to watch this, because it was truly 2 very athletic, well-coached teams putting on a show.
And a cool little moment there is Muklias and Nikolov, who exchanged some words during the match, exchanging some kinder words here.
Nice to see sportsmanship prevail.
Correct. The prevailing theory, I believe, is that Long Beach State will still get in as an at-large. This may have done in Penn State.
Correct.
But we'll see how it plays out on Selection Sunday tomorrow. But the Rainbow Warriors, if they want to, they can sleep in.
That's right.
Because they're in, and it's just a matter of who and when.
I think they're liking those hats, aren't they?